last few years, Mojang has been mocked and ridiculed about their mob votes, giving us great choices such as the Phantom, Glow Squid, and the Sniffer. And if you go on YouTube and search mob vote, you'll see a plethora of videos talking about how the mob votes are a failure, and every year, people expect the same series of mobs that look cute and have no purpose. That was until a few days ago, when Mojang dropped the first mob vote trailer.
Oh, Tiny Woo has found a crab, one of the new mobs that wants to join Minecraft. It lives in mangrove swamps, like this one.
The crab's claw is very handy for players that like building.
Yes, because crab claws allow players to place blocks further away.
This is clawsome! To Minecraft Live!
Do you want the crab to become Minecraft's new mob? Voting opens on October 13th at 1 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time, and you'll have 48 hours to cast your vote.
After seeing this trailer, I realized something. Mojang finally did it. They fixed the mob vote. This marks the first time in the mob vote's history where each mob has a practical purpose justifying their existence. The crab extends a player's building reach, which will speed up the building process and allow players to reach new areas. The armadillo adds dog armor, which people have been asking for since dogs were added back in beta. And the penguin allows boats to move faster, which would be super useful in ice roads in the nether. For years, the fans have been asking for uses for the mobs, making them just not cute ambient creatures, but making them useful. Especially since they added several non-mob vote mobs that were mostly just ambient, like pandas, foxes, and polar bears. There are also hundreds of YouTube videos talking about how all of these passive mobs could be improved, yet Mojang refused to budge. This was also amplified by Mojang making ocelots useless by making them no longer tameable into cats. While there have been some attempts at making useful passive mobs like frogs making frog lamps, the glow squid giving glow squid ink, allowing us to dice signs making them much more readable, and giving phantoms phantom membrane, giving us slow falling, one of Minecraft's coolest potions. This mob vote was different. Mojang seemingly took the time thinking about what players would want and gave these mobs uses not just after they were voted on like the glow squid, giving one of the mobs uses, they gave all of them uses. Each mob has its own useful element to it, which previous mob votes lacked. With each of these elements, we can actually look forward to their release, and I can already imagine all the creative uses for these mobs that the community hasn't considered yet. The success of these new mobs is simple. Mojang has thought about broad aspects of Minecraft gameplay, and if you want, you can boil the 3 newly added items into 3 categories: combat, exploration, and building. These 3 mechanics are at the core of Minecraft's gameplay model, and each of the mobs improve these aspects of Minecraft. Other mobs have had niche features that don't usually impact large sections of the community, but these changes are different. The new features, which all of these mobs are going to add, makes the community not just see this as a vote for which of the mobs we are going to receive, but the mobs are actually less relevant than the features they add. Very few people actually care about the mobs themselves, and this is a good thing. Most Minecraft mobs like chicken and cows, we aren't attached to them because of ambiance. We are attached to them because of their items like leather, beef, milk, chicken feathers, and eggs. These mobs are more easily defined by their items, and when people vote, most people aren't thinking about whether they want an armadillo or a crab. Instead, they're thinking about building reach extension or dog armor, because very few people feel passionate about making sure crabs are in the game, but they care about building, which makes them care about crabs. This mob vote was a good win for Mojang, because we're now in a time where Mojang has been looked at negatively with much of their recent changes, involving chat reporting, multiplayer, account migration, and lackluster updates. By getting an easy win with this mob vote, and hopefully a good update announced during Minecraft Live, Mojang can earn some of that good faith back with the community. But now that I have discussed why this new mob vote is so much better than the older ones, I'd like to talk about our current candidates that we are voting on. The armadillo, probably the current favorite, is a mob which is going to add wolf armor, which, like I previously said, has been discussed by the community since beta. This was an easy way to win community favor by adding this low-hanging fruit that much of the community has been dying for. While I think wolf armor isn't a bad decision, it has the least merit in my opinion, as dogs themselves only have value if you're attached to them as pets, but besides that, they serve little practical use. I usually end up leaving them sitting in a corner. The penguin is obviously the cutest mob, with various mock-ups coming from the community over the years, and despite this, they actually serve a practical use. Speaking of players' boats, I don't see it being too useful, as boat travel in water isn't appealing, especially after getting Elytra. However, I could see this being useful in Nether on ice. If they can speed up ice boat paths, this would be a massive win, as many players actually depend on these so-called Nether highways to traverse much of the Minecraft world. However, based on community reaction, I feel like the penguins still remain an underdog. Finally, my personal favorite, the crab. The crab spawns in mangrove swamps and would usually be perceived as an ambient mob. However, Mojang has given it the ability to obtain the claw, extending building range. And because of the way Minecraft building works, being able able to reach further would be more blocks could be placed in a row downwards, greatly speeding up building. Because of this is my personal choice for the mob vote. However, unless the building community is able to strongly rally around the crab and persuade more people, I see them as the most underdog choice as they aren't particularly cute. And building range extension doesn't appeal to the average Minecraft player as much as dog armor does. Regardless of whoever wins this mob vote, hopefully this Minecraft Live will go down as the mob vote that revolutionized the mob vote system, and going forward we can see more excellent choices coming from Mojang in the near future. Or who knows, maybe they'll blunder and add a squid that doesn't glow.